There comes a moment in every life when you must choose who you are going to become. Not who the world told you to be, not who your past conditioned you to be, but who you decide to be from this moment forward. And that decision begins with one thing: a positive mental attitude. Not the shallow, smile-through-the-pain version people talk about today, but the powerful, world-shaping force that built fortunes, moved nations, and carried ordinary men and women into the pages of history. Every towering achievement humanity has ever created, every bridge, invention, empire, movement, began with someone who refused to let their mind become a battlefield of fear, doubt, and self-pity. Edison didn't discover the light bulb because the world was easy on him. He created it because he refused to let failure defeat his spirit. Ford didn't revolutionize transportation because he had the perfect circumstances. He did it because he carried a belief so strong, so stubborn, so unbreakable, that reality eventually bent in his favor. The power they possessed was not luck, not talent, not privilege. It was attitude, an unshakable belief in possibility. A positive mental attitude is not about pretending life is perfect. It is about mastering the only battlefield that ever truly mattered, the battlefield of your own mind. It is the discipline of choosing your thoughts the way a warrior chooses his weapons, with intention, precision, and responsibility. It is the understanding that while you cannot always control the storm, you can control the captain at the helm. The truth is simple: you cannot build a strong life with a weak mind. You cannot walk a path of greatness while carrying the weight of negativity, fear, and excuses. Your attitude is the compass that determines your direction. Give in to pessimism, and even golden opportunities will look like dead ends. Train your mind to see possibilities, and even setbacks become stepping stones. This is why the greatest minds in history guarded their attitude like treasure. Carnegie once said he'd rather hire a man with a great attitude and no experience than a man with great experience and a terrible attitude. Why? Because skill can be taught. Vision cannot. A positive mental attitude is the birthplace of every breakthrough you will ever experience. But to develop it, truly develop it, you must begin by taking ownership of your inner world. Your thoughts are not random visitors. They are builders. They shape your emotions, your decisions, your actions, and ultimately your destiny. When you allow negative thoughts to run freely, you are handing your future over to doubt. And doubt is a thief. It steals opportunities before you even take the first step. To cultivate an unbreakable mental attitude, you must first understand this universal truth. Life responds to the attitude you bring to it. Not the attitude you hope for, not the attitude you pretend to have, but the attitude you practice every single day. Your reality is not shaped by circumstances alone. It is shaped by the meaning you attach to those circumstances. Two people can experience the same setback. One sees defeat, the other sees direction. One gives up, the other adapts. One complains, the other grows. The difference is not in the event, it is in the attitude. So ask yourself right now, what attitude have you chosen? What inner dialogue have you been living with? What beliefs have you been feeding? Because the mind will harvest whatever you plant. Plant fear, reap hesitation. Plant doubt, reap regret. Plant discipline, reap progress. Plant belief, reap miracles. Your mind is not a cage. It is a canvas, and every thought is a brushstroke. If you want a masterpiece, you must paint with intention. You must learn to interrupt negative patterns before they become habits, replace limiting thoughts before they become identity, and remind yourself daily that a positive mental attitude is not something you have, it's something you train. And that training begins the moment you decide that your life is too important to be controlled by fear, too meaningful to be shaped by negativity, and too full of potential to be wasted by doubt. You begin by shifting the way you interpret the world. You begin by asking better questions, by speaking to yourself with strength, by standing tall even when life pushes you to your knees. Because the truth is this: your attitude is the energy you bring into every room, every challenge, every dream. And that energy either empowers you or destroys you. It either moves you forward or holds you hostage. To develop an unbreakable positive mental attitude, you must first believe that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the author of your response. And greatness has only ever belonged to those who mastered that response. And when the world tests you, as it will, stand firm. Rise with intention. Decide that nothing will break your spirit. Because the moment you choose unwavering belief over fear, your life shifts. Guard your mind, command your attitude, and watch the universe rearrange itself around your unstoppable growth. Don't forget to like and subscribe.